Have you ever purchased something with the intention of maybe upgrading it in the future, and when you purchased it, you were told, oh, upgrading is so simple. You just connect this and that, and it'll be done.
We always have that.
I think everybody's been a part of that, and sometimes that works out great, sometimes not. When we got our Fuzion, we were told that our solar was easily upgradable. It was basically plug and play. So we decided to go ahead and upgrade it, and today we're going to tell you about that process and just how easy it was or wasn't.
They said it was all plug and play. It would take just a few minutes. So let's see how long it really took them. Hey y'all, we're Jimmy and Lisa with FindUsCamping. In today's Tuesday Talks,
for RVers, we're going to discuss just how easy it is,
or isn't, to upgrade from 600 to 1200 watts of solar.
As brand ambassadors for Keystone, we can speak on what Keystone offers. We're not necessarily familiar with what other manufacturers may be offering, but all Keystone products now come with at least 200 watts of solar. Like standard, that's the way they come, which is pretty exciting in this day and age because everybody's wanting some sort of solar. And then of course when you order your specific rig, if you wanted to get 4, 6, 12, whatever, however many watts you want to get, you can order it that way, or you can get it the way it comes and you can upgrade it.
So we started with the 600i and thought that'll work for us.
Or that'll be at least enough for us to see
Test
how
it
it works.
But
what
then,
works for us, and do we need more, do we not need more?
But then we went out and did some boondocking and we found out it's time to upgrade.
We needed more.
We met up with Future Solutions and we said it's time to upgrade. So they say it's super easy to upgrade from 6 to 12. All you need is a charger controller, some panels, and some batteries. So we wanted to put them to the test and see how really easy that was. So,
and we could say we're a little nervous because we've all been told on not just solar but on
like
many things over your life. It's real easy to upgrade later, and then when it comes time to upgrade, it's either a huge expense and it would have been cheaper to do it up front, or it's way harder than they say, or it takes a lot of knowledge or expertise that maybe we aren't equipped with. So Future Solutions is they are the company that Keystone works with to set up all their rigs with solar. So we figured who better to go work with than them. And we wanted to see exactly how easy it was, or wasn't.
That's just a ground there.
Yep, so that's just case ground. So when I put the other one in, I'll loop this one around and connect it here, and then that'll tie them all in together, since this black one here runs down and connects down to the main chassis ground down here. Alright, so you got one set of green and black coming from the docking port that is the extra. So you have to connect that to the panel side, obviously the green to the positive, the black to the negative. Then the red and the black that go from the charger to the battery are already installed, so basically all you have to do is install those into the battery port and then connect. You'll get a little VE network cable which connects into the servo up here. So this little remote cable, connect that in, and then you're able to network the new charger in. So then you've got 100 amps of solar instead of 50. But that's basically it.
Yeah.
agree that the hardest part of our upgrade was the fact that
we had a small baggage, small crawl through, pass through, basement, whatever you want to call it.
Now
it was small.
So we did opt for the floor plan we did because we have tons of space inside. But what that means is our little basement is very, very tiny.
This big boy's not slide. I have, but I don't like to slide inside there.
And it depends on what what rig you have. I mean, whether you even have a travel trailer or a fifth wheel, as to where your solar is going to be installed.
So basically, in our basement, all they had to do is take the cover off of it and put this new smart controller in, plug that all up, and then put the batteries in there.
And like the wires and everything were there.
All
they had to do was mount it and then connect the wires. That part
and they're all even labeled. It says to smart controller, right. To ground.
and it was very much plug and play. Literally the hardest part was getting a human into that spot and being able to maneuver while you're in there.
So basically, he slid in, took the cover off, put the smart controller on, put 4 screws in, put these wires together, put the ground wire in there.
This piece to that piece.
They slide the batteries in. Now we had 3 100 amp hour batteries. We took those out and added two 270s in there to give us a total of 540 amps. So we took the 3 100s out, put the two 270s in. They went on top of the roof.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Let's back up and talk batteries for a minute, because this was a little hard for me to comprehend at first. So when we got ours, the 270s weren't available yet. So
they weren't UL listed enough for Keystone.
Right. So it came with 3 100s. We could have, and he'll correct me if I'm wrong, just added 3 more 100s.
That's correct.
That would have kind of duplicated what we had.
Could have gave us 30 more.
But
takes up more room.
We don't have that much space, as we discussed just a couple of seconds ago. So for us, it seemed to make more sense, now that the 270s are UL listed, that we could remove the 3 100s,
put the 2 270s
replace the 3 100s with a 270, and then to get the second 600 watts, add another battery that was 270. So if that doesn't make any sense, or you need a little more clarification because I did it first, comment below. I'm still learning like the amps and watts and all the things. It's a lot to take in, on top of trying to figure out what exactly it does.
We're still learning them.
But so it took a minute to comprehend what we were doing there. So the 300 came out, a 270 replaced those, and then we added another 270 for the
total
add-on.
Of 540.
So we have a total of 540. And so, like, after that, it was...
Go up on the roof.
Put
2 more panels of 300 watts up there, and literally, there's a box up there, and there's 2 wires. You take those 2 wires, and you plug them in.
So again, probably the hardest, maybe not the hardest, but one of the hardest things was checking out the real estate up there and deciding where the panels would fit. Because, I mean, each floor plan is different than another floor plan.
Air conditioners are different places.
Air conditions and tank vents, and like we have the wine guard. So everybody's real estate up there, even though it may be the same size, it's different because you have to navigate around those pieces and parts. So they had to go up and figure out where, and Jimmy had to go up because I don't really like to go up, where the best place was, where he wanted them, so he could still get to all the things on the roof.
Plus, if I want to add more later.
And then if you want to add more later, are you going to have a place to do that? So there's a little thinking process that goes on there. And then after that, it literally, guys, they just plugged in, got kind of dry fitted them, set them where we wanted them, dry fitted them into the port that was there, plug the wires in. That's it. Just plug them in.
The scariest part's when you screw all the holes into your roof.
Yeah, and then sit them down. And they had like some kind of double sticky, foamy, some kind of stuff to help it seal. They screwed them down and then caulked over top of it.
And we're done.
And it's done. It's just that easy. So I know that all things don't upgrade as easily as we've been told. But when they tell you that this is literally a plug and play upgrade, no joke. It literally was that. Plug, play, done.
So you're going to want to make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video, and you ring that bell, because we're going out west.
We're going to try out our solar.
We're going to put it to the test. We're going to put 1,200 watts to the test. We're going to come back and we're going to show you guys exactly what we can do and what we can't do, because I'm sure there's things we can't do, because it's only 1,200 watts and 540 amps of power. So
and we learned the last time we were out doing some boondocking and we only had the 600 we learned
real quick that we can't do
we
this.
learned
and
real
that.
quick what we could and couldn't do, and that's kind of what motivated us to upgrade to the 1200, because we wanted to do more. So I'm sure we will learn. There are probably still things we're going to want to do more, so we will maybe want to upgrade more in the future. But this trip west and back is going to teach us what we can and can't do, and I think it'll help us learn whether we want to upgrade.
Our
further.
question for you guys that have solar, that have more than 1200, are we going to upgrade more, or do you think that's going to be enough for us?
Yeah, so if you have more than 1200, or
Tell
if
us
you
what
have
you have.
1200, yeah, I'm interested to know what you have, how it works for you, and if you think you need to upgrade, or if you have more than us and think we should upgrade, what seems to be the magic number? Because I'm curious.
I have an idea in my head. I want to say
but we're not going to tell you because he says it all the time. So I want to hear what you guys think is the number we need to go to kind of even things out and work so that you can do everything you want to do within reason.
So until you guys find us running our
Boondocking.
solar, boondocking, trying to figure all this stuff out.
Safe travels, y'all.